What is up? What's up, everybody? How are we doing? How's everybody doing? We got Jilted, Adaworks, Alhex, Iwanu in chat. Hello, hello, Static, the body, the people's champion. How's it going? Mechatron Prime, a cap winner, the Sodi Caps winner. How's everybody doing? Dad hat.
Dad hat that has
dad
a dad
yeah,
hat
dude,
on it.
it's the dad hat. Hell yeah. Best streaming time for me in Germany, guys. Go check out Captamaniac's Instagram. Captamaniacs, if you want to post a link to your Instagram, please do. He's got some awesome caps. One that I am particularly fond of, and it's not the ball gag one. Although that one's interesting. I'm curious to see how it looks in person. But hello. We've got, guess what? Another squid build. Probably the last squid build, unless I rebuild mine, which I might do. But yeah, it's gonna be probably I would assume a quick and easy build. It's got some dark ambers, but with a halo stem, which is something that I plan on doing for a future build. So I'm happy I get to like test it out. I think he's using stock springs as opposed to what I would put in, which are a little bit heavier, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm really excited to. I got some coming in. Dark ambers look like they do. Ooh. Ooh. They look like something cinnamony. But should be a pretty easy and straightforward build. Like I said, I think this is probably like my 12th. It's probably like my 10th on stream. At least my 15th, I'd say, because I've rebuilt mine. I've built my wife's. I've built my personal Baka like 2 or 3 times. I'm an expert. I feel like I should be the one that co-designed it with Blind Assassin. But we got a pretty simple stream. Sonic, if you're looking to sponsor keyboard content, here we go. So, how is everybody doing? What are we doing today? We got a cool board to show off on stream. I'm excited for that. Let's go ahead and switch it down. I am building the board that ripped off the Baka. Cerakoted Squid60. Wait, already getting a little patina. I love it. Give me that patina. This is Hellbent Caps. He's an amazing artisan maker. We had him on. This is Robin's Egg Blue. That side profile. It's lipped because it's only screwed in on the middle too. It'll look more like that. But there's kind of a lip right now due to the screws. And you can see a little squid popping in. Happy May Day, everybody. May 1st. So we're gonna get these screws out. I'm using headphones today because I might bring some people in. And it's throwing me off because the music has to be really loud in my ears to come through stream at a reasonable volume. So if I'm like yelling, it won't be yelling too much from what you hear because of compression, but apologies to Abracadaniel, who's sitting 6 feet away from me. Don't need these screws anymore. We're just here for the plate, and that's it. It'll show off that cute squid. Yeah, I've said this a few times now. The Cerakote did a good job, but the manufacturer definitely went above and beyond on this board. So, leave that back here. You can kind of peek at it. What is the screwdriver set? This is the Nanch. N-A-N-C-H. Here. So there you go. It's like 20 bucks. If I had to put an investment in keyboards, it would be a top 5. So, let's see. We might get some people in chat here in a little bit. Did you use the same factory for the Bakas? Yes, it's all the same factory. Hellbent, thank you for the 7 months. So, it's now a bad time to say that I threw his board on the ground already. Like, that'd be awkward, right? It's like, hey, you should see the marks I've left in your board. So, we got some, I believe these are your standard run-of-the-mill stabs. I'm going completely blank on the name of them. Why can I not think of the name? Durox. I don't know if these are the V2. They look like V1s. Just a smudge. Adds character, absolutely. So we're just chilling and vibing. Let me know if you guys have any keyboard projects this weekend. If I can pick this fucking screw up. There we go. Look at that pro streamer. Oop. Sorry, Keep Noob. Doxed. Good God. Okay, there. Fucking Christ. Alright. These damn screws, man. Gonna be into me. I'll show up PCB. One we've seen. Flashed or checked it before. The H60 PCB. Solid PCB. Hoping to desolder a Q-Frenzy V1 to send to Trav to build it back up. Hell yeah. Cam Peterson, hello, howdy, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. It was a week. It was a week. April, I'm glad April's over. So, what we're gonna do on this, we're gonna do something a little special. I'm gonna use some 206 grade 2 because I want to. And then I'm gonna hit the wires with some BDZ. So, assembled my Bakaneko last night. I'm liking it. Hell yeah. Ours are on the way eventually. Let's see. I want to test Alice profile, so I'll build a Sesame board tomorrow. Boom. Alice boards are great. Got my hands on a polycarb case and a palm plate. Boom. Your MK2. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm like straight up about to take my headphones off. This is like too loud. Hold on. We're readjusting because good God. Whew. That was like, I tried, but like, it's like so distracting when you just have music blasting in your ears. And yeah, here we go. So working on my basket weaving kit this weekend. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So we're going to get started. So 206 grade 2. You can get this off of Amazon. It's a very... Come on, baby. There we go. I don't remember exactly how much this was, but it's pretty... I mean, it's easy to get because you can get it off Amazon. It's very thick. You don't need... A little goes a long way. At 67 gram springs, I believe. We're not going to be able to go as full Dave on this as possible. But it's going to be nice and smooth. So. How are we doing? I'll give, once a little more people come in, we have a small temporary channel change for the month of May, which I'll get into slightly here in a little bit. Hey, looking to get a cable for the squid you sent me. Any color long story short, you're getting one, don't worry. That is the long story short. Is it Martison May? Not Martison May. I wish. It's a lot to ask. We do. I think we are going to do Artisan August. Augustin. So, Just Jordan. Hello, hello. .8mm solder wire fine for keyboards. I will let you know. I'll be honest, I have never bought solder. Whoops, let's see. This is 0.8mm. So yeah, yeah. The one that I use is 0.8. Here's the. So long story short, I helped 001 Anthony move a long time ago, and he paid me with a desk mat and this solder, and that was the summer of 2018. And I built a lot of boards, so you get one of those, you're probably set for life. Thank you. Yeah, it's, you know, I haven't really tried. He told me, hey, this is good solder. And then I was about to buy it. And then like, he just messaged in his Discord. He's like, anybody local want to help me move? And I was sitting there, I was like, I'm not doing anything. Fuck it. Let's go. So your boy Mo, thank you for the follow. Getting these nice and lubed up. And the best part about this BDZ lube that I've noticed is it's really, really easy to like go back in and make some minor tweaks. Just putting it on a little, maybe a little on the sides, mostly gonna aim for the wire. And it just cleans up noise. And it does it really well. So highly recommend. You can get it from 3D Keeps. So quick shout out to our awesome sponsors and partners. We've got 3D Keeps at the partners level. We've got 3D Keeps, we've got Zap Cables, Smith & Rune, as well as Type Beast. And at the sponsorships, we have Kinetic Labs, Omnitype, Canon Keys, and Project Keyboards. Hello. Curious to try some BDZ? And this Chewy is why you're a wonderful human. Helping someone move on a whim is super nice. I mean, I feel like, for those who don't know, I'm 5'11", so I'm not like short, but I'm not super tall, but I'm a very large person. And I am also, call it, you know, whatever, you can call it a brag, I am a stronger human being than a lot of other people. Good genetics. My family is all just like big football players, so, well, on my mom's side. But I was like, you know, some people, some people just need like a helping hand, right? And it wasn't, oh, I need your car too. It was like, hey, come drive this U-Haul for me and help me move like 5 things. I was like, yeah, easy, let's go. I want to see how much BDZ you put on the wire. I usually just coat that shit, baby. All right. Gonna clean the brush a little bit. Load these bad boys up. I'll do a nice zoom in for the BDZ if you would like. I think I put that one in upside down. Nope. Quick test. making sure I'm doing this right. Yep. All right. Did my GK61 custom gasket mount using rubber bands sounds better than Keeb for $300. There you go. Modify, I mean, literally, if you think about it, modifying keyboards is all custom keyboards really are. It's like, oh, let's take this rectangle and see if we can make it better. And that's exactly what you did. Did I not get enough stems? What the hell? Oh, I didn't grab it. All right, a little more loop then. Just a light coating. Hello, hello, hello. So, I have a funny story. For those who don't know, I work... Wow, it got super duper bright. Okay, cool. Thanks, light. For those who don't know, I work with children with special needs. And I have, you know, I work in elementary school, and they check out books, and I'm like, okay, let's get this, let's get this. I went to the librarian, I wrote down a list of all their names, and I went to the librarian, and I said, hey, let's just make this easy this year. Let's make it easy. Can you just print out a list of all of the books that they have, and I'll find them and bring them to you, so we don't have to do this like 2-3 week long expedition that we've done the past years. She's like, great, it's perfect. You code something for these keyboards? No, I did not. But go, and so that was like Thursday. So Friday, the kids find this list, and they're like, what's this? I'm like, it's a list. And I explain to them exactly what it is. I'm like, so why did you write our names on it? I'm like, how are they supposed to know everyone's name? You go, why is it first and last name? I was like, because there's more, you know, none of my children, I can't release, and I won't release anybody's name, but I explained to them that, like, hey, you know, like, the name Chris is not like a one-off name. And they're like, what do you mean? And they're all kind of like giving me this attitude, and I'm like, what is happening? I'm like, they're like, you need to tell us why it is, after I've already told them. So I just said, why do you need to know? And they're like, oh, hit my mic. Scuff stream. They're all like, oh, and then this kid, an angel. He's a little silly sometimes, and he gets a little like, just, like, kind of goes crazy. Like, I mean, like children do, right? They just scream and yell and laugh too much. But he literally just goes, you suck! It was the funniest shit of the entire week. I was like, I just stared at him, and that kid I thought he was gonna die. He literally was like hyperventilating, crying when he realized he messed up. I was taking a drink when I said to the kids, I'm like kind of off in the corner, socially distant. I'm kind of off in the corner of this room, and I'm taking a drink. When I said, it's none of your business, and he said, you suck, and I put my mask on as fast as possible because I couldn't conceal the fact that I was grinning. And it was probably the highlight of my entire week. This kid's just like, you suck. Saw that Omni is running a second round of GMK Dual Shot. Might be my first GMK set I pick up. Hell yeah. I have SA Dual Shot coming, and I'm excited. All right, so I'm gonna try. Let's get real in here. So I'm going to try and show how much I use. Now experiment on your own. Let's get some focus. Come on, there we go. I know it's May, but I uploaded a photo of the squid with 2 was caps from NK caps that I've had. Hell yeah. So we're going to, I usually get a generous amount, and honestly, I just go for it. I just fucking go for it. Let's go, baby. In the immortal words of Eric, let's go, baby. If you've ever, well, I'm sure he said it on stream too. That's a common video. Oh, all right, that's how much you put in. That much. Kidding. But hey, you know what that did? That made it really easy to just go ahead and loop. Boom. Look at that. Seamless. It's like I fucking meant to do it the whole time. Perfect amount. Look at that. I wish I had dual shot and DMG. Well, dual shot round 2 coming up. Keyboard photos in the Discord. I will look in just a brief moment. How's that board treating you, by the way, Mr. Cam Peterson? I enjoyed building it for you. Love it. Hell yeah. Let's take a peek. Ooh. Ooh. Clean. Is that just enough so the metal doesn't show? I mean, I get it because it's you want the metal that's touching the plastic can rattle sometimes. So I basically will just hit it from the stem with the Durox stabs. If you put too much lube like right here in this joint, it will make it a lot easier for the wires to pop. So I'm just kind of doing a light coat of the entire wire that touches the plastic. I'd say a medium to light coat, probably closer to medium because it's me. But the good news is the heavier the spring, the more lube you can use. How's that going? There we go. It's not really in focus, but... Lube and stabs, yeah. That's what the people come for. Switched from my MK65 with lubed film Zelio V2s, which was very thocky, to the Squid, which I love typing on brass, and I like the sound profile and the rigidity. My guy. My guy. Hell yeah. Hold on. Hell yeah. Hey, how's it going? Jedi Jr. Hello. Future keyboarder of the year. Chiming in. No, I love, I've talked about this a little bit before, but I think we need to stop making boards. Not stop completely. I think some designers and group buy runners or what have you should stop making boards for everyone and start making boards for a specific feel and sound and typing experience. I feel like board designs now are like the DZ60. They're just trying to make everyone happy. And I'm not a huge fan of that. I think there is a time and a place to have flexi boys. There's a time and a place to have stiff. There's a time and a place to have just your standard solid board. And I think the boards that try and do everything just kind of wind up being jack of all trades, master of none. Where you have the boards that are like, I'm setting out to do one thing and one thing only, and then the people that want that one thing are like, fuck, I love this board. I'm like, yeah, because I set out to do that thing, and so I focused all of my energy on it. And so, I've had people come to me and talk to me about, oh, well, the Baka 60 plate sucks. I'm like, well, what do you not like about it? I'm like, well, it's not flexy. It doesn't feel even. Like, no, it's the whole point is it's supposed to be stiff and loud. The whole point of this board was to make a board that was stiff and loud, and I achieved that goal. And if you don't like that, that's fine. I don't lose sleep over you not liking a board that I designed, because then that just means that board was not designed for you. I recommend anyone go into anything, content creation, art, all that. If you go, oh, I don't like your channel, cool, sorry, like this channel wasn't made for you then. Like, there are plenty of other people you might like more. And, you know, as far as, you know, key sets, again, they don't have to make everybody happy. Now, I would say key sets is a little bit different, at least with kitting. You should try and make a lot of people happy, because keyboards are for the... Designing keyboards are for the specifics. Designing key sets is for the masses, in my opinion. Now, Cam Peterson, thank you for the 50 bits. Also, Beg for Greg, thank you for the follow. Person in Gray Suit, thank you for the follow. But I don't think that there are certain aspects of this board that or of this hobby that should be more open to making a lot of people happy, and then there are certain aspects to this hobby where it needs to be a little bit more closed off. Or you're trying to, you know, the NK65 is not going to be the best board for everybody. It's going to be a great board to start off with. I said that in a recent interview with with someone that, you know, hey, just NK65, great starting board. If you're trying to dip your hands in the hobby, dip your toes in the hobby, I guess that's the actual saying. It's just a Davism. If you're trying to dip your toes in the hobby, the NK65 is a great price, and you're gonna get a solid experience out of it. But if you're, you know, that board's not made for everybody. Some people, like, I'm sure Eric would really like it. I wouldn't, because 65%. But, you know, there are plenty of boards out there right now, and that I'm sure you can find the one that you will enjoy. So. I've had people ask me to change the designs of the Baka and the Squid. I don't plan on it. I don't want to. Simple as that. I want to make a board that I would like, that I would buy. And if that upsets somebody else, I'm like, well, then don't buy my board. You don't have to. So. People who complain about the plate, couldn't they just make their own plates? They have, and they did. And my only rule with all of that is, with the design plates, is please don't profit off of a plate made for my board. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it. If you and your friends want to buy a few, go for it. Please don't profit from my plate without my explicit permission. So we got some mail. I don't know if it's keyboard mail. No? Alright. Got excited for a second. Damn. Good old basic necessities. Like keyboards, right? Keyboards are a basic necessity. 2021? Hell yeah. Good for you, man. Stand up for what you want. There you go. Yeah, NK65 also has a great sound profile for beginners. I still like the sound profile myself. Yeah, absolutely. What hat you rocking? Nothing but the best, man. The hat. The dad hat. Can't go wrong. Yes, I did see it on Instagram. Yes, I was affected by the ad. But I was like, that hat is too lit to quit. That's a saying that the kids say, right? Gonna get these stabs put in. But I will still forever thank 001 Anthony. We filmed an episode with him over here at this apartment. And he told me, fuck everybody else, design the board that you want to design. And that really stuck with me. I was thinking about the plate, and I'm still not like a huge fan of opening up the plate to the 2U, but I also understand that I have my board. I have exactly what I want in the Baka 60, the original run. So when Blind told me to open it up, or asked me if I wanted to open it up, I was a little hesitant, but then I was like, well, listen, you're trying to sell boards to the masses. You are going to have to make a few adjustments. And the 2U spacebar, or the 2U backspace, is the one adjustment I can't stress enough. And then for Alps users, the dozens of them that there are, really wanted the 2.75U shift. I was again not thrilled about it, but I understood, and I was like, again, I have my board, can open it up. Maybe some people really don't want. You're wrong. It is keyboard stuff. Hell yeah. Well, let's show it up. Well. Yeah, well, that happened with Godspeed. That's dope. So my wife, who is very into artisans, got this, like the CK. Let's. Boom. Little sip, little. Just in time for the summer. This is what, dragon fruit? Yeah. This is real cute. We're gonna put. Can I put this on the board today? All right, sweet. We're gonna put this on the board today. Get that split backspace? Yeah, trust me. I think you had mentioned, and then based on the previous builds I've done for you, you like standard caps lock, so we're gonna go with standard caps lock. Law shame, dragon fruit switches aren't that good. I haven't tried them. Those of you who know me know that like, dragon fruit, I believe that's from TKC. So it's not a switch I will be trying. Saw that there's a big recall from the manufacturer of TKC switches. That sucks. I guess TKC did the right thing by announcing it. Granted, it's not really TKC's fault. So first and foremost, the callback was not TKC's fault. So I am not going to shit on TKC when TKC does not deserve to be shit on, as that is unfair. I will only be critical of them when they make mistakes. But yeah, these are snug fitting. We're getting a few more of these in before we test the stabs. But I know they just had a big recall. Those from KP Republic, are you talking about the if you were talking about the cap, the artisan, it was on drop. It's probably on KP Republic, but it was on drop. I sent it to my wife and I was like, I bet you think these are really cute. And she was like, yup. What? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. All right, let's save that for later. We'll grab some stems. Thankfully my tangies were not affected by the recall, but still, I just, you know, I don't plan on supporting TKC any further. And as much as I might miss out on some switches, like honestly, there are a lot of switches that are great. So, all right, so here's that. Let's test out some stabilizers. Keeb Noob, thank you for the 13 months. Guys, check out Keeb Noob's channel. Monday she does keyboard content. Thursday she does gaming. Sounds good. I think the shift is a little sluggish. I think we just need to give it a quick wipe. Wipe butts. Yeah, that helped. Haven't tried Dark Amber T1s yet. How are they in comparison to regular T1s? I really didn't like those. They're a lot better. They are a lot better. In my honest opinion, they are They fucking hold their own against Zelios. We'll talk more on Tuesday about a lot of the all the things and the goings-ons. Oh my god, it just keeps getting brighter. It was like so dark whenever I started stream. And now it's like, nah, bro. Maybe a little. At least for my face. I don't do a little more. There we go. Boom. I don't really do stream, like I don't do big lights during the Saturday streams because I hate the lights. But when it's super cloudy like today, it sucks because then it changes. So all right, let's get some soldering going, get these anchor switches in, and then we will move on with the build. I have noticed, and this is through no fault of anyone, some of these housings are not fully clasped down. So when you are building T1s and you want to like swap something out, just be careful. Make sure that your housings are always super secure. Just drop that back in. Stock springs, yeah. Yeah, Neapolitans, honestly, are probably better. I haven't done a complete full build with them, like soldered and everything and lubed, but unlubed. I mean, they were a little scratchy, but like nothing is not, you know, about as on par as like, now maybe not as bad as creams, but like that kind of like, oh, they just need to be lubed. So I know with key sets, there's a whole IP patent infringement issue, but is there anything like that in switches, especially with all the new ones we have that are just recolored or based off others? We'll talk about the IP stuff on Tuesday. We're collecting all of the information for that episode, but with switches, I mean, you could, I guess, get a copyright on like the stem shape, but even then, if it's even just the slightest bit different, you know, by a millimeter, it can be proved, oh, it's different. I guess if there's clear proof that you took a switch and then copied it, then you'd probably be in hot water, but I don't personally think there's any real like fuck you did this, especially because a lot of the switches are made by the same company, so it's not like they're gonna sue themselves or anything. Gonna tin that, get this solder going. So I solder at 660 degrees. You guys can solder a little bit higher or lower based on your preference. It is a bit on the high side, I will say, so I wouldn't go too much hotter. So I wouldn't sit there and blast it at like 700. 600 is usually a good starting point. You can go higher. Lang does. Langlandia solders at 661 degrees. So you can, in fact, go higher. If you don't mind me asking, how much does Cerakote cost? Depends. I mean, it depends on your shop. Right out the gate, I'll be honest, like I think it was like 60 to 70 bucks. So I mean, it all depends on your shop. That was just how much the ones that I've paid are. It was like 45 for one half of a board because we got my wife's Bauer Cerakoted, but we only did the top part. Come on, all the way in. I feel like with switches, you see drama more with people trying to approach the switch manufacturers, trying to get to use the molds owned by specific companies We've seen that with Glorious. Yeah, so it's going to be like, oh, I want that piece. Can you make that for me or give me that? But that's never going to be at like the hobbyist level in terms of the everyday user. But I want to make a quick announcement. We thought about doing it with our old logo, but because we're probably going to work on some stuff this summer, because I will be off this summer as I work at a school, and I'll have more time to like commit to making some stuff. But with the new logos and everything, we were trying to focus really hard on getting that pumped out. And then it was like, well, we don't want to make merch with our old logo. So got that figured out. Let's get the rest of these out here. So we'd like to, you know, we definitely plan on doing some stickers and doing some, we'd like to do some shirts. So, but a quick stream announcement update. For at least next week, most likely the next 2 weeks. I'd love to have him on here and talk to him about it and explain it more in detail, but I will give the short, sweet. Eric will not be joining me on Mechs on Deck. Everything's fine between us, by the way, just before anything happens. Eric is basically... So if you guys remember, the winter storm hit us pretty rough, and Eric's apartment complex told him, hey, for the next 2 months, we're going to be redoing all of the floors. Which sucks because, you know, that's where he lives. And kind of gave him some ultimatums of, you can move out, you know, you don't worry about breaking your, you know, we're not going to charge you to move out or anything like that, or you can live in your space in your bedroom. We're starting on May 10th, and yeah, so not ideal. You know, this isn't like, I don't want anyone, I mean, this sucks. Like, let's be honest. This fucking sucks. We're not, you know, this isn't like a, oh my God, the world's ending thing. It's just more of like really fucking annoying for him. Plus I know he really liked living where he lived. But it was either find a new place to live, and he's got a dog too, right? And that's the big one, is would you be able to live in a 10 by 10 room or a 12 by 12 room or whatever with a 60, 70 pound dog? Not great. It wouldn't be good for him. And then he's, you know, it's like, well, I, you know, don't know about stream and all of that. And while taking 2 weeks is not anything horrible, taking 2 to 3 months off, that would be tough on me, on him. He would miss it, I know that. Yeah, they gave him a really short notice too, which sucks. So he's going to be taking a break to figure all that out. Got some guest hosts lined up. I know DD Decline is one of them, as he has stepped in multiple times before. So some of the interviews might just be me interviewing them. So should be, you know, you know, send him some love as he's going through a stressful time. We'll recover. We'll get through all of this. But our homie with one of the funniest fucking emotes in the world right now. Let me blast that. It's so fucking weird. I love it. He's having a rough weekend, and I hope all the best that works out for him. So yeah. But he'll be back. We'll have a grand reuniting. I'm excited for him to come back. He's also, you know, like he's just like my best friend, right? So, and while we do a lot of things separately now in terms of gaming and other things, a lot of our time that we spend together is spent doing Mechs on Deck, so it's not going to be not thrilled if you see a lower quality of streaming in the next. This isn't going to change any interviews, by the way. This won't change Keyboard of the Week. It just might be a little more scuffed as I learn my way through figuring it all out. So, just heads up there. Have to look at it the same way you would look at streaming as well. Never pay attention to the number. Pay attention to your own happiness. If you're playing that, that's important. Yep, absolutely. Yep. I agree with what everyone is saying. That was a big reason we changed a lot of Mechs on Deck. We were worried about... Neither of us were enjoying it as much for a while, and it was last summer. We were just... There was some changes that needed to be made. We made them. We shifted our content, and now I fucking love doing it. I don't think we were ever to the point of quitting or anything like that, but it was to the point where it's like, we're not happy doing this. Like we're just kind of and you can tell when people are forcing it and just kind of phoning it in. And our numbers were dropping, and it was kind of that like dual threat of like, man, I don't like this, and our numbers are dropping. I wonder why our numbers are dropping. Well, probably because you're not fucking enjoying it. So there we go. These legs are a bit tight. I will say that. Be prepared to put some mustard on it. Coffee still kicking in. Hell yeah, I had this much coffee. Low key, Sonic. It was a little sweet today. It was on the sweeter side for sure, but Sonic cold brew. Not unhappy. Don't get the Route 44, or you will burp your lungs out for the foreseeable future. That's what I did. I don't recommend it. All right, we got a couple bent pins. Oh, and I'm destroying the housing for this. This is why. Ugh. This is why we recommend sending extra switches. Shit happens. I feel the coffee thing. Yeah, dude. Coffee is rough. Or live a life without coffee can be rough. I respect my great friend Grindbox, for he has given up the ways of coffee. And I don't think I could do that. I'm not as strong as he. I love coffee, it's so good, hell yeah. Cold brew is the way. Howie's losing his mind about something. See, I don't feel like coffee affects me in the way that I'm like, oh, I'm up, I feel the energy. But if I don't have coffee, then I definitely feel it. Let's see, any more bent pens? I did find one more. Alright, I think it's just this one. Ooh. That's not just a bent pen, that's a ruined pen. Jesus Christ. Why does my body hate this vaccine? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, homie. as Static and myself can tell you, it's one day. It sucks, but it's only one day. And you're doing the world a service. Let's get this hair out of here because while I'm sure Hellbent would love some of my locks, I don't think he needs it. That one day was rough, and the next day you're like, yep, fine. Yeah, caffeine doesn't affect me. Only like 10 shots of espresso make me feel caffeine rush. Yeah. Hey, y'all. That's a very like Texas name, and I love it. I'm about it. Everyone I know has suffered from getting the vaccine. Finally getting my first shot next week, but I'm scared. It's not like the worst, right? It's not. From what I got, it was really bad aching. Like body aches, like I couldn't sit up for a while, and it sucked, but it's over, right? And by next Friday, I will be 100% vaccinated. While I'm still planning on being a hermit, I will be able to at least I don't have to worry about getting COVID. I can still give COVID, sadly, but I won't get the effects or anything. Oh, so Osiris, we were just talking. I gave some short details about your Osiris. Eric and Dave are fighting. No. Wish Eric the best, and the only way I know how to give Eric the best, which is that. Eat those shakas, bruh. So, just going to let's get that anti-lung cancer. Boom. And now everyone in chat has to say something nice about Osiris. So at Osiris TV, you can either say the words something nice, but actually say something nice about him. I'll start. I think he's an amazing stab luber. He is also the OBS master. Think you found a new spot? Hell yeah. I started reading Paddle Your Own Canoe. I am over halfway done with it. I highly recommend it to anybody that enjoyed Parks and Rec and enjoys listening to a kind of no-nonsense human being talking about life. It's been an enjoyable read. I have like Audible, so I guess I shouldn't say read, more like it's like listening to a one-person podcast non-stop. But I had like a bunch of credits because I used to pay for it for a long time, so I have like all these credits. So I've got that. I've got, I think it's called Yes Please by Amy Poehler. I've got the Rainn Wilson one, and then I also bought Dune because I've heard, the book is like sci-fi life-changing. So I was like, all right, well, let's give it a shot. Haven't started it yet. Don't know when. Here you need to be hydrated for the second shot. Yeah, I would definitely stay hydrated. I mean, I would stay hydrated, like, in general. Like, that's just a good rule of thumb. Hope you love it. Yeah, absolutely. Treat the puppers. All right, let's. Where is it? Oh, is it not working? Is it not plugged in? What the hell? All right, well. Howie. Where is he? Come on. Can you give me a treat? Howie, come here. Come here. Come here. No, over here. Look, it's right here. Come here. Come here. Look, it's right here. Come on. Come on. He's not like wanting to jump. I don't think he wants to be on stream. I'm sorry, guys. Come on. Can you reach? I promise he's eating it. But he did not want to jump up. That's from Uncle Eric. Here, come here. Come here. Come say hi on stream. Here, come here. Come here. Come on, hop. Hop up. What? Are you good? You Gucci? Come here. There we go. Oh, there he is. Here, let's... Look, you're right there. Look right there. It's from Uncle Eric. Oh, your breath stinks. Hey. Love you. No. Love you. He's like, put me the fuck down. The little marshmallow boy. Absolutely. A little Howie toast. All right. If you really get it into it, Dune, it's more like 6 books total. They keep getting better. Oh, there's more. All right. I thought Dune was like a complete story. I finished reading Ready Player 2. I didn't even know really it came out. It was alright. It definitely wasn't as good as the first one. It definitely felt a little rushed. But I guess... So Steven Spielberg did the first movie. And for those who don't know, the movie and the book are hella different. Ernest Cline wrote the book, but then he's also a screenplay writer. So he like basically said, I'm going to rewrite the story to make it work in a film. And one, this is where I'm like, can we please stop making everything a big movie, and can we just start making mini-series off of a book? Like Ready Player One would have been a much better like 10-episode complete story. Granted, Ready Player One also has shit tons of copyright and all of that because there's just so much in that book in regards to references. But like, can we like think of how good the Harry Potter series would have been if each year was like 10 episodes? Or however many episodes you think it might take to tell the whole story. But it was alright. If you really, really liked Ready Player One and you didn't care about the flaws that it has, then you'll enjoy Ready Player Two. But it definitely seems just like an extra long prologue. Wheel of Time. Yeah, I feel like most books would work better as a series. Each episode can be a chapter or two. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. They won't do that because movies are the money makers, but... And then I assume you... Well, I don't know anything about like money and all of that in regards to like paying for a movie versus paying actors for a movie versus a TV show. But, you know, obviously you're having to accommodate them for a longer amount of time, unless you can, I mean, because it's going to be longer screen time. But it'd be like that sometimes. I need to look up and see how many times I've built on this board now on stream. Because I know I built like 6 Bakas. And then I've built, this is at least my, I think this is either my 4th or 5th squid on stream. Granted, I built 2 of them back to back, as in literally in the same stream. One piece run length is only valid length of work of art. Yeah, absolutely. 25 fucking years or whatever it is. Guess Amazon is doing WOT as a TV series. Now, am I'm sorry, what is WOT? I'm sure like I know it. Wheel of Time. Ah. That's cool. Amazon's doing, I need to watch, I guess the season finale was yesterday. I need to watch it, but Invincible's been really good. Entertaining and frustrating, meaning it's a good show. Because if I'm getting frustrated, not by like bad writing, but by like frustrated by the things the characters are doing, and I'm like, hey, I'm being entertained. Frustrated is a form of entertainment. If you're watching something and you're like, oh my god, why would this person do this? If it's enough to make you turn it off, then it's bad. But if you're like, why would this person do this? I need to keep watching, then you are entertained, my friend. Going to head out today. Have a good Saturday, everyone. Mickey G, have a good one. I want King Killer Chronicles TV adaptation. I don't know what the King Killer is, but I will look it up. Hellbent, are you in chat right now? Let me know if you are in chat. Patrick Rothfuss, fantasy novels, noted. I'm here. Hell yeah. Do you have any caps coming out soon? I want to promote your work. Excited to see what you've got coming up. Patrick Rothfuss, that name sounds familiar. Is he the dude, the big dude with the giant gray beard? Because I feel like I've seen him play D&D. V2 Golden Boy and a new sculpt. Ooh. Be on the lookout. But I feel like Patrick Rothfuss is the dude, if I remember correctly. He's like a big burly guy. He's got crazy gray hair and a big gray beard. Because I want to say he played on whatever, Critical Role for a while. He does have a great. I think I'm thinking of the same person. Let me look him up because now I am intrigued and I'm struggling. There we go. Let's look up. Yeah, it's the same guy. He was on Critical Role, and he did a really fucking good job. Alright, so let's move. My desk is so fucking messy. Let's double check, make sure all these switches work. Oh, missed one. And that's F1. Literally missed an entire switch. Patrick Rothfuss really involved in great charity called World Builders. Good dude, and I have more faith in him finishing than GRRM. Probably. Most likely. Alright, we're going to make sure that works. Make sure that works. Cool. Alright, I'm going to hydrate 9 minutes ago. I'm sorry, Jedi Junior. I missed that. Hydrate. I'm running out of water. Well, I'm going to take a quick minute. I'm going to clean up the area. So guys, I highly recommend standing up, stretching. I'm gonna chill my dog out. Stand up, stretch, walk around for a minute, because you don't want to sit too long. You don't want to sit too long in the same spot. Just get some water, hydrate. I will be back in like 3 to 5 minutes. As I am, God, we're just burning through this build. It's 117. Fuck yeah. So I will be back in just a few. We back. All right. As this is probably going to be a short stream, we might play some games after this. Fuck it, why not? I should probably like be on the desk camera. Ooh, oh, done. Look at that, so easy. All right. Now let's we'll zoom in for the rest of this. It's got dark, of course, because why make things easy? This color does rip, dude. Rips fucking hard. I like that, you know, we're getting some patina on this weight. I think it's only the darker this gets, the better. Of course, the sun's coming back out. All right, cool. Do you have to strip the Anna before Cerakoting? Yeah, they bead blast it. Oh, yeah, extra screw. Boom. Looks great. What caps, Hellbent? Well, I will reveal the caps in just a moment. Because they are inches away from me. Yeah, it's probably a foot. So this board, sandwich mount. We're going to see if we get any of that ping. If not, we'll fix it. I'll probably fix it. If it's really bad, we'll fix it, but it might be there. We'll find out. Boom. Blah, 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 blah. That's how you do it, right? You just go, done. I am keyboarder. ZX. None of that. Where's my pink enter at? Boom. Just work around our mess, right? That goes here. Sorry for... I'm sure this offends somebody. More. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why? Because why not? That's why. Some people just want to watch the world burn. Yes, this is normal. This is completely normal. This is how you build keyboards, guys. We're just making room, guys. Spacebar might be a little sluggish, but it also might just need some time to break in. I'll make sure it is functioning. All right. Haha, the meme was funny. I dropped a cap. Let's see. So, yeah, we've got Analog Dreams. Analog Dreams is about to run here shortly with a different... Look at that color match. Not bad. Ooh. Yeah, Analog Dreams, for those who are unaware, that is what this is. I think this board's gonna look amazing here in like 5 minutes when it's done being built. Also, this is in the wrong spot. So, but yeah, if you like this key set, the round 2 is coming up. It's going to be run on novel keys. There's going to be a dark theme for it. I'm very excited because this means that we are going to get... My wife has... I can show off her Analog Dreams here in a few. at the end of this build, but that means, gotta go with a hack key, that the we can get like all the novelties and space bars for this without having to pay like extras pricing. So I am excited to get my hands on some of the awesome stuff that P. Wade designed for this set. That's J, we got that. Got some Z, we got our Erty, just no Qua yet. I think this board's gonna look fucking amazing. It's gonna be loud and proud, and I am about it. Digital Nightmares, yeah. I guess that's what it is called. I am bad with the names, as there are just so many damn names nowadays. I can't keep up anymore. There's so many sets, so many great sets that are running. It's hard for someone like me to keep up. All right. You know, last night I thought to myself, maybe I should like pull all the caps for the build so I don't have to scramble through. And I was like, yeah, it won't be that bad. This is a huge base kit. Color matching is nuts, yeah. Yeah, this is a little bit brighter than this. But it is close. I'd say this has a little, this is just a little darker, it's a little deeper. But it's pretty fucking close. Let's see. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty fucking accurate. So you can tell that it's like, look at the top part of the cap. So yeah, this base kit came with the numpad, but just pay attention just to the top part. Don't pay attention to the sides. That's about as close as it is. So it's really fucking close. This is actually the second time I built with his key set of this. Analog Dreams went on his Austin and looked great there. I forgot what he put on his Austin. Oh, what did he put? Don't tell me. Fuck, what did he put? Finer Things, and it looks really good. And I think this is going to look also really good. Got our Alt. See our other control, our tilde. We need our shift key. Those are always annoying to find. There we go. Got our I. We need a G and an H. Give me a G and an H. There's our Q. Got some more there. In my opinion, I kind of like the mismatch of the teals between the keyboard and the mods. Yeah, it does. As the lighter, as it gets darker, and you can literally see how it's happening because it's getting darker in my room. As it gets darker, the board gets darker because the board, it being metal, is going to reflect light. I really like the mismatch. Because it's like, if it was perfect, it would almost blend too much, but this, close enough to tell exactly what you're fucking doing with it, but not close enough to that. Yep, I messed up. Pro Streamer. But, let's see, we need G, H, and K. lose them, did I? Are they up here? Got a K. And we also need a shift. Got the bag. Got a 5. Well, all right, I'm gonna open. You guys are gonna have to help me find this because I don't see a G and an H. All right, there's a G. All right, we're good. Got one. Is this my H? There it is. Okay. Panic for a second. Boom. Push all that off to the side. We'll get to that. Okay. There it is. This looks clean. I think a space bar, a different colored space bar would be nice. But we're gonna throw some artisans on here in a moment. This is dope. This is like 80s to the max. I love it. All right, let's. Let's get creative here. We'll put an H right here, because why not? Side note, Hellbent did not make this cap. But he did make these two. Alright. Side note, Golden Boy's usually not the best for the middle of the fucking keyboard. But I don't think he was trying to make it. But we got... Boom. There it is. We got our little Golden Boy Mechs on Deck Edition. We got some summer. This definitely got some summer vibes. I like the pink. Look at that. The pink matches the pink. Boom. Match made in heaven. This is how tall that cap is, by the way. So there it is. So let's do a typing test and actually have the audio on. So these are Halo stems inside of a dark amber, a T1 dark amber sold at Cannon Keys. They are lubed, I believe, with 3203. The springs are 67 grams. This is a brass plate. I've got one desk mat on here on the IKEA Salgen desk mat, the countertop, or not desk mat, but desk using an RE20 through a Go XLR. Take this sound test with a grain of salt. It will sound different. But here we go. So let's compare that to the same board with Moyu blacks. So there's your sound test. I think it sounds great. I think it's a little quieter than I thought it would be. If I'm being 100% honest, it's a little bit quieter than I thought. Now, mind you, it's not silent by any means. It feels really good, though. I think the lube needs a little bit of break-in, but that's what I like, you know, with switches. They need to be broken in. Stabs feel good. I don't hear any. No, sometimes the Cerakote, at least with these boards, helps that kind of pingy noise from the plate and the wind keyless blockers, but I mean, it's there if you hit the board, but I mean, how often are you sitting there punching the board? I would highly recommend this switch. The T1s are good on their own. They're great on their own, but I think with a Halo stem, they just become better, in my opinion. So you do that all the time, well, you're going to hear a little bit of rattle when you sit there and tap it. Unless I am more than happy to tape mod it for you. I'm aware that you're probably just kidding. Unless you're not, then whatever. I can still tape mod it for you if you would like. But yeah, I figured. But yeah, Hellbent caps, guys. This is not Hellbent, but this is the golden boy showing it off. Looks like he's working on a V2. So if I had to make any suggestions, I would see if you could, I think this part right here is rubbing, at least on my board. See how it kind of pops up right there, the hair. But still looks great. It looks great with this board. Yeah, I'm stunned. Again, as always, I love this board. I mean, I'm the one that fucking co-designed it. I'm the one that came up with it, so of course I would fucking love it. I can't be impartial about it, but I think you're gonna love this. So Hellbent, hit me up. Probably meet up tomorrow, as I will want to use this today. I'll put my squid away and put the other one out. So yeah, I was thinking about playing some games, but honestly, I'm pretty hungry, so I might call it. So guys, this week again, I'll explain more. Eric is busy, and to say the least. He's going through a moving situation that is not ideal. He did not get evicted or anything like that. This is like they're redoing his floors, and just kind of told him to get out. So, due to the winter storm this past February. So, Eric will be taking a small leave from X on Deck for like a week and a half to 2 weeks. I don't know. I haven't talked to him 100% on the details of his move, but please wish him the best. We've got DD Decline as well as some others maybe filling in for him over the next few weeks. So and then he'll be back soon. Just before any, if there's any, like, not that there'd be a huge rumor, but Eric and I are fine. Eric is fine. Eric's not like thrilled about it, as I don't think anyone would be thrilled if they just said, hey, by the way, you have to move right now. But to each their own. Wish him the best, please. Next week, we've got 3D Keebs joining us. Miss Davis, 3D Keebs. I believe DD Decline will be taking over the co-host position, as he does quite often for Eric. And then the following week, I don't know about a build. We might take a week off next Saturday, just because him moving, and I don't want to burn through all of my builds. Plus, like, I need to desolder some stuff, and he's got the desolder gun, and I don't know when, with that situation. So May's gonna be a bumpy month for Mechs on Deck, but we're gonna still try and keep the Tuesday, Wednesday, as that's our most important shows. We've got a pretty cool lineup this month. Brandon Taylor's coming back. Huey, a Man of Interest, is coming back this month. So it's bear with us while we go through a fun transition time. Like I said, you guys were asking, this summer we're going to be able to pump out a lot more stuff and do a lot more fun things, as I will be off this summer. And I think our 100th episode will be this summer, because we're on like 95. So we'll do something fun for our 100th Mechs on Deck episode. I should be moved in the new place next weekend if everything works out. So there you go. So hopefully just 1 week, might be 2 weeks, just to get him acclimated. Let me see who's streaming. I don't really see. Let's see. I see I am Elvin. I see Andy. So we'll just throw it to Andy. So guys, thank you very, very much for joining me on this awesome Saturday. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. I'm going to get the raid started for Mr. Andy Wynn. Let's see. Starting up. So the guys closing up shop for now. We'll see you guys Tuesday, 8 p.m. and we will see you then. I said that twice, and now it's kind of awkward.